Everybody, it's Dr. Tamu with a look of frustration because I am experimenting with Streamlabs. Yeah, I should just cancel that. To stream across like multi-stream. So I'm testing it because, as you know, I am going to be going live from December 2nd for 7 days for the High Growth Challenge, the High Growth Roadmap Challenge. And initially, I had said I'd just do it on YouTube, but I thought maybe I should stream across different platforms. But I've used Streamlabs before, but I wasn't able to have it work properly for Instagram. It's just annoying. And two, but streaming live on Instagram is always problematic. Yeah. Even from other multi-stream things, you have to add a custom key and all kind of story. So I might have to rethink that. So all you try come go over to YouTube, Coaching by Tamu, hit the notification bell so that you could see what's going on, especially if you're on the Instagram story. I also don't love the quality when it comes to my background. It's, I don't know if it's the flicker rate, I don't know, but you're seeing the pixelation more with the background when you do it with Streamlabs. So yeah, may I love it. May know. Mm. But anyway, it's Sunday. I was in my bed all day. I'm here for a client call. But who is that client? Moi. The client is me. Yeah. And so I'm here to have a look at the Coaching by Tamu planner and journal. So many of you have the planner and journal, but 2025 is coming up. Get yourself on your planner. Okay? Try get yourself on your planner. If you're in St. Kitts, try go up by Anna, up Sugartown Organics, Yaffine, up Shadwell Great House, get yourself a planner. ATEC. If you want to buy it online, DM me for the link. Go to tamabrown.com for the link. I think if you're on Instagram, the link in the bio, but wherever you are, just DM me for the link. But what I wanted to talk about is how I intend to use 2020, how I intend to use my planner to work through what I'm doing for 2025 for high growth, right? Because planning for high growth requires a lot of discipline. If you were ill-disciplined this year, that was me. I had so much on my plate and I was everywhere and didn't focus as I should, right? So if you were like me, raise your hand in the comments. If you were disciplined, let us know in the comments and tell us how come you were so disciplined, girl? What you was doing so? Anyway, let me talk about the planner and how I think it's an ideal companion for you. It's an ideal companion for another entrepreneur in your life. It's even an ideal companion for career girlies, career women, professional women. And when I show you how you can use the planner, you'll see why. For those of us as well in high-powered positions, like, I'm a board chair, maybe you're a CEO, you're in the C-suite. You got a lot of things going on, a lot of things. And actually, for 2025, I think I'm going to do two planners. I'm going to do one for the professional part of my life, like leadership roles, and I'm going to do one for the entrepreneurial part of my life, eh? So I'm taking my time, right, on this because I was just testing out the other stream. So I'm going to replace this lovely unboxing of Dr. Tamu Petra Brown's planner. I'll add it to the others on Facebook and on LinkedIn. Yeah. probably on YouTube too. Anyway, let's get to what we're getting about. Okay? Yeah. So let's talk about the beginning of the plan. And it begins with looking forward, right? And why I disappeared into the background. And why I love this is because I think it's important, especially if we're focused on high growth, that we reposition our mindset and look forward through a new lens. So most of my clients are already making well over $100,000, some close to half a million. But if you're not there yet, no matter about that, we're gonna get you there. That's why you need to join the challenge, eh? And or get your planner. We're gonna get you there. But what's important is that this look forward page, I think, repositions your mind, right? Repositions your mind. And so it speaks about the words that embody the new year for you. And it could be that these, and you can write a lot of words, right? And then choose the main one. It could be that the phrase for you is high growth. It could be the word for you is abundance. It could be that the word for you is millionaire. It could be that the word for you is limitless, whatever the case may be. It also talks about three things that you want, three little things you want to manifest, three big things you want to manifest, right? And three ways that will push you out of your comfort zone. Okay. Now let me see if that will help. Okay, that's like the sweet spot. Okay. In any event, let's then move to your overview. So the planner has a yearly overview where you can plan, do some big picture planning, right? So these are your goals by month. There are one, two, three, four, five spaces in the goal sheet, right? For each month. So these are like big picture. So right now you're not getting specific, you're not really getting measurable necessarily, and that sort of thing. This is just your big picture story, okay? And let's see if this will be any better. Not looking like it's any better. We'll see. And we're gonna keep changing it till it's better. All right. So this is where you write the big things, right? And there's one for every month. And so you might say, let me see, I can just write down the big things that I want. I'm not going to give it too much thought, but I know that these are the 2, 3, 4, or 5 things that I want to accomplish in January. For me, going forward, I think that I am going to focus on no more than 2 big picture goals per month, 2 or less. Okay, so 2 or 1, not, but 2 or 1. Okay, then we move to the goal planner section. Yeah, okay, goal planner section. So the goal planner section has this is where you can now get more specific. So you see those goals, that the big picture goals. Now you can get more specific with this goal planner sheet, and there are many of them throughout the book, the planner. So you have more than 12, more than one per month if you wanted. And so you would now become specific, and you know, it has your brilliant goal. So you want to have that goal that's pulled from the overview be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound for the month. The good thing with this planner is that it is totally undated, all right? and then why you want to achieve the goal. So on that page, it talks about my big why. And then you have some spaces for action steps. Let's see if we get a sweet spot here. Right? So if we go down the page, we have the action steps. Okay. So here is where you can plan specifically the steps you're going to take to achieve the goals. Yeah. And what is great is that each of the action steps includes a deadline space. Okay. All right. Now, then we have a page of monthly intentions. Monthly intentions. And here we talk about what your spiritual intentions might be, your physical health, maybe you have relationship intentions, business intentions, family intentions, personal development, right? And the reason is that we have to be holistic, okay? And so, of course, you might be focusing on a particular intention this month only, yeah? Or one or two. My thing is, high growth requires a lot of discipline. And so I won't overwhelm myself with too many intentions per month, okay? Now, suppose you are a person who requires more detail when you are attempting to achieve your goals. Well, if you require more detail, there is a perfect page in the planner for you. And this one, okay, it helps you plan by week. So this one, you can write your goal, and then for the weeks of the month, you will have the steps per week. And it also has a space for your top priority, your last least important priority, and of course, your goal deadline and any extra notes. So if you're someone who prefers much more detail, that monthly goal plan with the weekly steps, that's for you. So the planner gives you choice. It's not that you use every page in order. You use the pages that align with your learning style, with what allows you to be the most productive. Okay. For me, I like this one with the weekly steps because, like I said, I have a lot of things doing, as we just say, a lot of things doing. And I believe that writing down these individual steps and being able to tick them off helps me, okay, tremendously. All right. No, sometimes we have a number, like we said, we have a number of things. And we require focus and we require discipline. Now, the research is clear that when it comes to multitasking, that the brain cannot actually multitask. It's actually interrupting and switching in these microseconds, micro time, right? From one thing to the next. And the outcome of that, the research is also clear, is that it reduces the quality of your output. So though you think you're multitasking and getting more done, the truth is that the quality of the output is extraordinarily substandard. So much so in one study at an Ivy League school, I can't remember the name now, but I've quoted it a few times when training. it speaks to the fact that multitasking can sometimes reduce your brain function to that of an 8-year-old. Okay. Now they got some bright 8-year-old out there, but that is very low functioning, you understand? So sometimes you want to keep focus. If you have an extraordinarily busy week, if you're an entrepreneur, maybe you've been asked to speak somewhere, maybe you have a pop-up shop, maybe you have, um, social media work to do, maybe you're doing photography for your content calendar, etc. Yeah, you want to zoom out on the weekday and you want to say, that I need to focus on the key activities and the priorities by day. So you can get very granular when you have them busy, busy, busy week. Yeah, right? And so this one over here, it has each day of the week, Monday through Sunday, and you can put a priority per day. So that is what I would call when I'm doing training with Level Up Ladies. That is what maybe is your critical success factor or critical success action. So it is the thing that you must do that day in order for whatever it is you're attempting to achieve to have the appropriate outcome. And it also lists your 3 priorities on here, your top 3 priorities. So maybe you don't want to list your priorities by day, but you prefer to just list the top 3 priorities of that week. Because even if you list by day, even the 7 priorities, there are 3 that take precedence. So maybe you want to list those 2. And it does have a little habit tracker if you wanted to use that. Now, on our high growth journey, we are engaging in some major projects. People are writing books, maybe. Maybe if you're in the professional space, you are, studying for a particular course. You're taking a course, maybe a certification, etc. Maybe you're trying to launch a product back into the entrepreneurial space. Whatever the case might be, it's now a project. It's a major deal. It's a big thing this. And so the journal also includes priority, a project planner, and it has milestones, okay? And this allows you to create a milestone chart for this major project that might become part of your high growth journey. Now, here we also have a reflection journal. All right, let's see. Is it? We got it? No? And the reflection journal allows you to maybe reflect at the end of a month or at the end of a week. It's up to you. This is flexible. So on this reflection journal page, it speaks about what kept you motivated. Now it says this past year, but it can be this week, whatever. Your biggest struggle. What are your 3 accomplishments for so far for the year or for the month, whatever is suitable for you? 3 lessons learned and 3 things you created. Okay. And also, what are you going to leave behind? Some things are not serving us, and we need to chuck them behind us. So, okay. Then, so there are many of those goal planner sheets that we saw, many of the milestone sheets, reflection journal sheets, etc. Now, if we go further into the journal, more to the back of it, the planner, we will find a couple of pages for your intuition. It's called your intuition journal. Now, let's see if we're lucky with the placement, right? And so your intuition journal, you know, a lot of times we do things by gut. There are things that we're thinking about when we are in business, and you're like, you know what, I believe this is a good move. You're not really sure why, but we don't want to dismiss your intuition, okay? Because really, your intuition is part of calculated risk taking, though it might seem that it is not. But your gut tells you things because there are patterns from past experiences, from information you are collating and synthesizing, right? And so something is striking you. And so the intuition journal pages, they allow you to document these things. And so on the intuition journal pages, it asks, what does your heart want to say today? Who are you drawn to connect with? This is major because sometimes you're like, you know what, I need to talk to so and so, you know, right? And what is the message from your intuition? So we have a number of pages so that you can document and reflect and act on the relevant pieces of intuition, them feeling there. We also have a gratitude journal. Because let me tell you something, sometimes when you're trying to make a load of money and so, even when you're trying to make little money, right? The entrepreneurship journey, the business story, it does look rough. As the young people say, we out here taking L's sometimes. Lots of losses, but I'll say instead of losses, lots of learnings. And sometimes we have to refocus and we lose sight of how far we've come. And so we do have that gratitude list that you can continue to add to and reflect. It also has a blank space to write about what are some of your favorite things that you're experiencing now in this journey. 3 people you're thankful for, 3 things you're excited for, and 3 of your favorite memories. So we have a number of those gratitude journal pages. And we also want to think about our abundance and our beliefs when it comes to abundance. So we do have some abundance pages. And here we talk about what are my beliefs, right? And what are some actions that I can take to manifest more abundance in my life? Because let me tell you something, I don't know about you, but me, sometimes I wake up and I'm like, this ain't for me. This ain't what I trying to do here, so. My bank account ain't looking like how I want it to look. My sales ain't looking like I want them to look. And along with gratitude, we have to begin to really consider what we think about abundance, because if we don't have an abundant mindset, we don't grow because we use money in a timid way. We don't reinvest, we don't use, seek out capital, etc., which is one of the steps on my high growth entrepreneurship roadmap. So this is where you can talk about abundance, you can create a vision board, you can use your words to paint a picture on abundance, and it takes you through your abundance mindset and how to cultivate that with some prompts. One of the things I love a lot of things about the journal, obviously, but I like the income and expenses sheet at the back. And you have, I believe it's 12 of them. And the reason that I've put so many income and expenses sheets, though they are already delineated by month, so over here are the months, right? Yeah. But many of us, especially when we begin to do more things, attempt to be high growth, make more money, and we get into the hundreds of thousands, we have multiple streams of income. And so we might want to record by stream of income. So January through December for different streams of income, but on each a different page. Maybe you have different brands, different product lines, different services, etc. And you want to really track these things. So of course you're doing your bookkeeping, you have your QuickBooks. For me, I'm a Wave Apps person. I use Wave Apps. I know some of my clients use Zoho, but it's a good thing to jot it down because you can always return to the journal and see where you are by brand, by product line, by income stream, etc. Now we do have some pages for open note taking. That's your brilliant notes there. And then we do have a calendar, 12 pages, of course, to jot down anything important. It's undated as well. And finally, at the back, you have the year overview. Let's see if we can get the sweet spot. And the year overview is by month, and it allows you to reflect on each month. And I feel like it's a good way to do like over time. So at the end of January, you might want to reflect on that in the back there so that you don't take any losses, but you apply lessons learned. All right. So that is how you can use the Coaching by Tamu planner and journal to help you elevate your high growth mindset, to help you tangibly and practically plan all the things that you want to do with your venture or in your professional life. I want to invite you to the 7-day high growth challenge, which begins on December 2nd on YouTube. I might do the multi-stream depending on the quality, but for sure, we're going to be on YouTube at Coaching by Tamu. If you desire a planner, DM me. And if you're in St. Kitts, I can let you know where to go to collect a physical copy. And I'd like to use this time as well to say that I'll also be launching a high growth accountability group program in mid-January. And the details of that will come out shortly, along with the early bird pricing. But the idea is that we'll be moving through the high growth roadmap that I have created. We'll meet every other month to discuss the relevant steps on the roadmap. Of course, you'll have some prompts and you will create action steps, etc. And we'll hold one another accountable in fun ways, in peer groups, etc. It's all online, of course, virtual. So you can join from anywhere in the world. The good thing about this, it is less lesson and it's really practical. So the first, 45 minutes to an hour, I'll be talking about the specific step and the relevant subsequent steps that might bundle with that step. But the other hour, you have me there to get feedback, to ask questions about your specific actions when it comes to that specific step. So of course, the group size is limited. So if you want to be notified and for me to send the details out to you, just send me a direct message with your WhatsApp number. I'll be also creating a WhatsApp community. So all the her community members, they'll be migrated as well to that WhatsApp community. So do let me know how you want to engage with me. So have a wonderful evening, and I wish you a restful, focused, clear-headed rest of the week. Bye. It's Dr. Tamu of Coaching by Tamu, and you can, of course, find me at tamubrown.com. Bye-bye.